Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do a special COVID-19 Stage 2 doubleheader. Alright? We're moving into Stage 2. Toronto is moving into Stage 2.
What's Stage 2?
Stage 2 is hairdressers are opening up, tattoo parlors, some restaurants, the patios, the malls are opening. Still with like social distancing rules, but like now those places are opening up. Yeah.
Okay.
They're slowly opening up. You know. Which is the next logical step. Hopefully things stay the way they are, and then Stage 3, and God knows where we're going to go from here. Anyways.
I think it's going to stay at Stage 2 for a while.
I think so too. I don't see them jumping into Stage 3 is almost like back to normal. So
Yeah.
I don't see that happening anytime soon.
I only see that when we find a vaccine.
Which is going to be a long time.
Yeah.
All right. There's a chance that, I don't know, the Maple Leafs can win a Stanley Cup before there's a vaccine. Yeah, there's a slim chance of that happening. Which is really slim, but
Yeah.
still a chance. All right, anyways, we're here to check out two bands, and we're going to start off with a band that was requested on Patreon by this patron right here. Asked us to check out Freedom of Fear with the song The Consciousness of Misery. And I went on Metal Encyclopedia.
Oh.
I did.
You
Today,
did your homework.
I was curious because this is like a 7-minute plus song, right? And I'm like...
I want to know what you're getting into.
I need to. For
7 minutes, you have to know what you're getting
when it goes
into.
over the 5-minute threshold, I kind of feel like I need to know what I'm getting myself into. And it's a band from Australia.
Oh. From Down Under.
Yeah, the Dingo Ate Your Baby. Yeah. There's a poisonous snake, crikey! That's my, you know what I was doing there.
Yeah.
I was trying to do. I totally butchered it, but it is what it is. And they're a melodic death metal band.
Oh.
All right, so now you know a little bit, and
Yeah.
I know a little bit. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. right. Wow. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, you checked on Metal Encyclopedia, but...
I don't agree with Metal Encyclopedia. Okay, I'll explain later. But, okay, go ahead, sorry.
But I went into this thinking that, okay. You checked on Encyclopedia, we know what we're kind of getting into, but it was actually nothing.
I was just going to say that. It was nothing like what I was expecting.
It's like we went into this blind.
If I didn't know... knowing what I knew going in, or not knowing anything, would have been exactly the same.
Exactly the same, yeah, because, like... I wasn't expecting the saxophone.
Okay. I feel like you're going in so many different directions right now that I need to kind of like bring you in and let's go in order. Go in order. Let me start by saying this. I feel like the song is divided into two halves. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. The saxophone divides the song, first half of the song, second half of the song. Fair enough so far?
Yeah.
The first half of the song to me sounded nothing like melodic death metal. It sounded more like prog death metal.
Yeah, especially the start.
Especially the start.
The start was like some
Beyond Creation. Yeah, I was thinking it's a mixture of Beyond Creation and Obscura.
Yeah.
I was a mixture of those two and like Falkundra. You bring those three bands together and that's kind of like the beginning. So I was like, this is nothing. This is nothing like what I was expecting as far as melodic death metal is concerned. This is more like, prog death metal almost, or tech death.
Technical death.
Yeah, I don't think to me was not technical enough for me to put them in a tech death category.
If they had the fretless bass.
If they had the fretless bass, it definitely adds a different element to it. But even to me, the sound was not tech death enough. There were some hints of it, but it was not enough for me to put them in that category. Like when I think of tech death, I think of Archspire and I think of Inferi. I think more of those kind of bands like that. To me, they had more of a little bit or even Beyond Creation. But I take them more. These guys, the way it started, to me, it had more like a prog vibe. But it was like prog death metal.
Yeah.
That's almost...
The Falkundra, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of that. So that's how it started to me. Then... do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Then the saxophone comes in and I'm like, wow, this is like Rivers of Nile 2.0. You know what I mean? Like the last time I heard a saxophone...
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and it was a beautiful bridge. It created a beautiful... And then her vocals coming in with the saxophone still playing. It's not like the saxophone stopped and then her vocals come in. No, the saxophone is still playing. Her vocals come in. It adds like this huge darkness into the track. Like it's just... It's an incredible bridge. I love it. But the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, we went from Falkundra to Rivers of Nile. That's kind of like the progression that in my mind I'm going.
Yeah.
And then the second half of the song, then it became melodic death metal. The riffs and the ways the guitar sounded in the second half
more like melodic.
lost the progressive side of it, and it became more melodic death metal. So it's like a song that has like three different momentums or three different pieces. Has the first piece, then that bridge with the saxophone, and then the second part of the song that's melodic death metal. But the beginning to me is totally prog death, like that kind of vibe there, like tech death a little bit.
It's hard for me to pay attention to some of the stuff because I'm kind of like confused. I'm like, okay, we thought it was gonna be melodic death metal, but then it started off different. Then there's a saxophone. Then it went to melodic death metal. So I was kind of like wrapping my brain around these different parts that were coming at me.
Even before the vocals came in, I was thinking like, wow, this is not what I was expecting.
When the guitar started, it sounded like Beyond
Creation. Yeah, I'm like, this has no... To me, it doesn't sound like melodic death metal at all. Maybe it's just this track. Maybe this track doesn't represent everything that they've done. I like the diversity in the song. And the only way you can have the beginning... I hate saying the beginning because it's like 2/3 of the song being like more prog, and then having the last portion of the song being melodic death metal is that saxophone in the middle.
Yeah.
You need something very different in the middle that bridges those two worlds. Otherwise, the song is going to feel completely like disconnected. Like, how do you go from point A to point B? It just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
The saxophone merged those two worlds. It really brought it together. And having her vocals come in, join the saxophone and progressing into the second part, perfect for me.
For me, I think the saxophone went a little bit too
long.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Because it felt like when the vocals came back and everything came
They
back,
should have stopped soon after.
It should have stopped.
I think there's a time where both have to be together.
Well, no, with the vocals.
The vocals
yeah.
and saxophone need to be
But
together
I
for a
think
little
right
bit at
when
least.
but just for a little bit, because it came and then it started doing like that saxophone solo kind of thing. I think it should have just stopped there.
Oh, for you, the
Because then it
combination
was-
of both went too long.
Yeah, because then it was kind of like piling the guitars on top of the
Yeah,
saxophone and all
it becomes too much. Okay.
Too much.
Okay, I can see that I agree with, but I think it has to stay together for a little bit
Just
in order
to get the vocals, yeah.
so that you can merge into the next portion of the track, because the next portion is going to be so much different from the previous one. You kind of need it that way. I also enjoy the guitar solo. Also, the guitar solo is very proggy. Like I was a little bit confused at the beginning because this is not what I was expecting. Having said that, it's not to say that it's not. I liked it. It was really good, but it's not what we were sold on.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. And by the way, her vocals, man, her performance,
She was going crazy.
like wow, like she was really
She was really feeling
the song. Yeah, I thought that was, and that added a different level of energy to the whole track when you're watching her like perform, like truly like perform the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, guys, this is it for this video, but there's another video coming right after. You don't want to miss it. Just keep hitting refresh, and we'll be back in a second. See you guys.
See ya.